Welcome to a Saturday morning for AgostoAllElite podcast where I review AEW weekly and post it mostly on Spotify, YouTube, and Anchor. So let's get to Elevation. Let's start with Elevation. Sakura distracted referee check on her shoulder while Pencil stomped on Blue on the outside. Blue tried a couple of times to fire up performance, no avail. Her Hurricane Rana worked a little better, as did her flying crossbody. It was only a near fall. It was her super kick. Sakura grabbed the ropes on that one. Sakura finished her off with a Queen's Gambit, and Pencil ran in to show Sakura how long the match took. And small fact, Tony Khan came up with the name the Queen's Gambit. And that was Emi Sakura with Lulu Pencil versus Sky Blue. 2.0 Dan Garcia versus Shane Stevenson, Justin Corino, the son of Corino, whatever, and one man thrill ride. The Unity had a trios rep going into this match, but 2.0 Garcia had an entrance while their opponents were away in the ring. 2 for the show was just a setup for Garcia to do a sharpshooter and try to rip a man's leg off. Squash-tastic. We got Wardlow Spears with Tully versus Marco Stunt, Fuego del Sol. Let's get into the match. Fuego showed off his athleticism early on to embarrass Spears, at which point tagged in Wardlow despite the gigantic size difference. Stunt tagged in to face him. Stunt got a couple of chops on drop kick, throwing him in the air, slammed down Authority. Spears tagged him back and looked at Fuego saying, "Watch this, I can fly too." Everyone time he went up to the rope, thought Stunt rolled out and no one. He did a security tag Fuego in. Wardlow tried to clean up, but the ropes got pulled down to send him to the floor. Spears sacked him for a double C4 and tagged in Wardlow. Wardlow laid out Stunt and Fuego, called for Spears, and a casualty of war to finish off Stunt off. We got Lance Archer with Jake Roberts, the returning Jake Roberts versus Louis Brown. Let's get into the match. Big mistake. Robert decked Bruno and Archer hit him with a cannonball. Back in the ring, Archer took him down with a crossbody, did a couple of right strikes to the corner, then picked up Bruno off the top rope for a blackout. Despite his opponent's size, this was such another squash match for Archer. No matter how big or small, everybody dies. Abandon versus Davian. Abandon crowd to enter ramp sporting a record of 2020. Again, I will not mention records no more. So let's get to the match. It took barely for a minute to Abandon to hit a face crusher and a pin her. The announce team put her on her new mohawk, her zombie look, and how scary she was in general for throwing the video pack to the Gun Club. The best news that they teased that October is Abandon month, so we should see much more of her. Santana Ortiz versus Kodama and Orbiano. The powerful team of Santana Ortiz versus the intimidated guys with pace paint. If this lasted more than a minute, it certainly wasn't too. Commentators spent more time talking about Paul White on Elevation last week. And Kodam Ora had intimidation face paint. Yeah, that was the match. They basically, Ortiz and Santana win, so yeah. Okay, we got Statlander with Taylor and Trent versus Becca 3BC3 Becca. Statler came in, no records. Let's talk about the match. Statler caught her in the air on a crossbody, booped on the nose, and immediately gave her the Big Bang Theory penetrator for the finish. This was another crazy fast match. She and Bryce took turns doing chores in the ring for her best friend, joining her for the pose. We have the Acclaim versus Colin Delaney and Cheech. We have a rap with Colin Delaney. I thought it was an extra of a real Slim Shady. He said Cheech had a head like penis, whereas Cloudy. As Castle Raps goes, this is one of his less offensive performances. Just sucks. Bowens got a reverse side Cheech, and Delaney got the hot tag. He had a thrust kick for his trouble, and Castle got a tag in for a double leg sweep and a running knee. Delaney made a comeback with a cutter for a near fall. Started throwing forearms, and Castle slammed him down, tagging Bowens in, who was busy giving Cloud a neck break from the rope. Castle hit a mic drop at the top, and Bowens made the easy cover to the 3. Now here's a little extra note from the Cass Statler versus BC3 Becca match. I mentioned that Statler had a better booty than Big Swole. So I think Chris Statler has the better booty and a better butt size. So we got that out of the way. We got FTR with Broly Bancher versus Elijah Dean and Zach Nystrom. Bancher returned to company FTR, sporting a tag team record. Alright, no more records. We got Dean and Nystrom were staying in a ring, made an AEW debut. They immediately hit the big red finisher without taking their jackets off. Dax looked around for a moment before making the pin. This was the biggest squash elevation yet. We got Sunny Kiss versus Cam. Let's get to the match. Cam worked over the back as Cameron Noy was pretty injured by Joey Janela and Kyle Rosie. And Kyle Rosie had big ass muscles. Kiss lifted a larger Kim despite her back injury to split into a jawbreaker to get the pin. Before he even celebrate, Rosie made her way to the ring again in Kiss' fate. Janela tried to use it as a distraction attack with Sid Chair, but Kiss smelled it coming. Janela stole the chair. The heels ran away despite the two having a 1-on-2-on-1 event, which just made me smile from ear to ear. So that was the main event. Yeah, this was Elevation's main event, and I will review Dark now. Alright, let's review AEW Dark now. Alright, let's start with Baron Black, Austin Green, Aaron Fry, and Dean Alexander versus The Pinnacle. So The Pinnacle were making an 8-man tag team debut in the Ultimate match. And the Carpenters were already waiting in the ring, and I'm not talking about Karen or Richard. The other one among them who stood a chance was Austin Green, who was slightly bigger than Wardlow, although not well finally muscular. Wardlow eventually got the better of him with a slam, but Baron Black tried to sneak up for a low. He and the Pinnacle was celebrating. Black hit a backstab on Spears while he made same mistakes. Jack and Fry eventually, after assisting catching a war between Wardlow and FTR, Spears hit him with a C4. This was a prolonged but large one-sided match. Bandit versus Valentina Rose. Yep. So the commentary crew noted it could be Halloween all year long. He'd be declined. I think Bandit is living proof of that. It's not as she takes off context or the face paint when Nom tears over. Rosie ate a swinging neck breaker before being hit with a zombie T3. The Acclaim versus Michael Martinez and Variety Morales. Yes, here's a rap from The Acclaim. The only reason I watch AEW Dark. I saw a tall guy working the park. All you fat women demoralized cards. The other guy was so little to me, you look like a minion from Despicable Me. So The Acclaim were beat you to a pulp. Me and Bones like we were coming out the Hulk. We got a scalper note. We could have just have a rap concert, have a match. I would have been fine with that too. Morales was a fun side wrestler. Cass was rapping while Martinez was his Lance Archer size partner. Morales took a big cool until he hit a drop kick. Made the hot tag. He didn't last long though. And Bowen made the kick Martinez in the jaw and gave Morales a twisting DDT for the good measure. Bowen's tag Caster for the mic drop, and it was over just like that. We got Kale Hero versus Sonny Kiss. Kiss was dead even. So Hero came in, no more records, sorry. Kiss hit an Enziguri and a corkscrew kick to the head for finishing Hero with a split TKO. A totally one-sided match, and I'm fine with that. Zeta Zhang versus Chris Statlander. The Arctic alien Chris Statlander is here. We have our match. Zhang tried and failed to avoid getting boots on the nose, but did avoid a Satan hit drop kick to the head, and Zhang briefly took over for a couple suplexes. A kick to the face and a near fall. The thick Sandlander kicked in the jaw and ate the running elbow, the knee to the head, and got a glance slam for a spider crab submission. This was a squash, but Zhang had a good showing. And one note, Chris Sandlander is such a thick alien. She has the butt for it. They should call her the booty alien. Okay, let's go to another match. Mauro Ranzowski versus Sky Blue. A.K.A. White Booker T versus Sky Blue. Blue came in winless. Alright, no more records, but she did came in winless. Blue went for still quick near falls, but didn't work from when Krowski planted her scissor kick. Instead of going for the pin, she started arguing with the crowd, giving Blue a chance to recover. Raskowski went for a super hold, but Blue fought back to her feet. Close lines like Blue. Leg lariat, drop click, flying mirror, crossbody off the ropes for a near fall suplex, super kick, freshman suplex, 1, 2, 3. Sky Blue finally picks up her first win. And this was a good showing from aka Matty Wazowski, aka a white Booker T. That was a good showing. I hope we see more of that white Booker T. The white kind that is Caucasian, born Caucasian, is not African American or black or something. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we got Eddie Kingston versus Anthony Henry. Let's go to the match. So, he's okay. Kingston got wiped out of the barricade early on, and Henry stomped in the leg and kicked Kingston right in the spine. We got back, and Kingston was facing Perro for a while Henry continued to work the leg to set up a figure four. No matter how he tried, Kingston would keep brawling his way back into the match and finally put him down for good by getting spearheaded DDT. If this was a trial for Henry, I set him on the basis in the match. Unfortunately, this is not my last name. Is it Con? Oh, Anthony Henry was previously signed to WWE as Asher Hale. That didn't work out. Yeah, anyway, Hunter Knott, Rosero Guerrero, and Cameron Stewart versus the Gun Club. So here's talk about the Gun Club. The match, this took longer than that match. This took for a match ended with a roll-up victory from the Gun Club. It's a meh. I call it a meh. There was a post-match where Billy Gunn scolded his son for the botch move. Mostly that was the note. Alright, we got Dynamite versus Santana Garrett. Oh, this is the second match in AEW. Basically, Garrett, formerly worked at WWE, and she also supported a pedophile named Chase, so that's not looking good. Okay, anyway. Alright, this is the match. Diamond hit the sliced bread for the finish. It was a fun match. So it was good. Yeah. Peter Avalon, Ryan, the Wingman basically, versus Varsity Blondes. They try to get a hot start by jumping the Blondes for the belt. Didn't help, nor did the Wingman bear ringside. Garrison hit a rolling elbow. Fireman, Eric Pillman, and Garrison covered Avalon for the 3. We got the Eric Lockhart, one of the Eric Lockhart brothers versus Garcia with 2.0. Garcia ate Lockhart like a sorry fat man at a Vegas buffet. He could have finished Manny Moon and punished Lockhart for so long. He finally made a 2-second comeback with a running knee, but Garcia cracked the Scorpion Deathlock while Mike for the tap. Ada Captain's this one no mercy on social media, and they were right. We got Serpentico versus Sparkle Stunt. It was a fun match. Macho Scum, Serpentico, let's see. Yeah, Serpentico. Serpentico basically had a hot start for the belt, having backfired. Luther screaming made it hard to watch, but Serpentico got the heat on Stunt. I also needed to see Luther taking Serpentico up the ramp and a failed to throw on Stunt. Unfortunately, Luther's interference probably worked for once, as his stretcher was enough to roll up Stunt for a 3. The wrong man won here. We got the main event, Nick Camarado versus Orange Cassidy. We got the Beast, Camarado, and Orange Cassidy. Camarado started choking out Yuta, while Stanley run knee brace and QT Marshall and made Audrey, they used it as a weapon on Cassidy. Cassidy recovered serious arch punches and a beach break for the 3. At least the show ended on the right note, as it has to complain about the sketchy tomfoolery of Chris Stanlander. So this was AEW Dark. I'll see you for Dynamite. And matter of fact, I will review Dynamite right about now. Before that, here's one thing. Chris Stanlander, the alien, is thick, and Santana Garrett supports a pedophile called Chase. So that's what I have to say about the notes on Dark information. Now here's my review on Dynamite. Let's get to it about now. Let's get to Rampage. We start with Mark Henry talk to the open match participants. Mark Henry talked to the participants. We saw that when he talks to the T2.0 and Dan Garcia, they explain why they attacked CM Punk in his hometown of Chicago. Then we got CM Punk, quick promo. He talks about calling 2.0 as fake nasty boys. He's not going to judge Garcia, but it will be his wrestling skills he'll judge. He vows to make them pay for attacking him in Chicago. Let's get to the match. Cult of Personality plays. opens the match, lets the match continue, lets the match to fight. So let's get it on. We got the bell sounds. We're off and running off our first match of the evening. We see Punk jumping off to an early offense lead, dominate the action from the word go, take it to Garcia's T 2.0, try to keep giving advice in between spots. Punk got Garcia on the mat and lost a leg submission attempt. Garcia mixed it to the ropes to force the hold to be broken. Garcia backs Punk in the corner but doesn't give him a big clean break. Instead, he tops him. Punk nose sells it and slapped Garcia down to the mat before scooping him up and slammed him twice. Garcia catches Punk with a back elbow, then put the boots him in the corner. Then Punk then catches Garcia, then charges him at him with a back elbow of his own. Then he hosts up for the GTS, but Garcia escapes with help of T 2.0. They attack Punk behind the ref's back, and all three working over in the knee of the best in the world. As we head to open mid-match picture commercial break, And we're back from the break. We see Garcia working over Punk, softening up the leg in the middle of the ring. He continues to dominate the action for some minutes, so finally Punk catches him up. Come in after he took too long to taunt Punk and find the fans of Philly. Now both guys are going both the blow in the middle of the ring. We got traded strikes. Punk dropping Garcia roundhouse kick near fall. Hits a pesky twist that brings Colin alive again. They begin chanting his live name. Punk stays fired up, hits a big tie out to the three guys on the floor, swings around to Garcia in the back, then falls up with a big pile driver, then knocks him again and caught a vice on the mat. Garcia tapped out. PM Punk wins. Then we got a Leo Rush promo with Seidel and Dan Martin. Seidel wanted to prove himself against CM Punk. So after the match, that was after the match. So next week it's gonna be CM Punk versus Matt Seidel, and this was after the Leo Rush promo. So Excalibur confirms that next week will be next Friday Rampage. CM Punk Matt Seidel matches next week's Rampage. We got to another commercial break. We got the Acclaim versus Lucha Bros for the tag titles. They settle in the ring. We got them rap from Nat Caster and Anthony Bowens. They settle the ring. The match began. It was bell to bell, great match. It was off-putting. The Acclaim took the offense here and there. Penta and Phoenix got hit hard, and then Penta and Phoenix hit their double T high spots to finish out the duel to retain the tag titles, keep their undefeated streak in 2021 alive. The Lucha Bros retained the tag belts. We got Jade Cargill and Lucha Sky Blue. That match where Sky Blue put a lot of effort. It was a great match. There was a big moment where Jade Cargill countered the Bulldog into her finisher, and Cargill gained the victory with a squash victory. After the match, we got Thunder Rosa running out Jade Cargill with a chair. So we're gonna get a little Thunder Rosa Jade Cargill feud. And they still talk about the TBS title. So now we got the main event, the FTW Championship, a non-sanctioned title in a street fight. Starks versus Brian Cage. The bell sounds. We see Cage jumping off early, offensively dominating reaction with ease, and upon the FTW champion on the word go. As Starks takes advantage with a steel chair or weapons, we head to commercial break. As we sail from the back, we see more weapons on their way to the mix in the ring. Cage fires out, trying to take over. Starks sets up for the finisher, hits it, but Hook run down, interferes. Cage deals with him and turn around to a big shot at Starks. Starks goes for the cover, but Cage kicks out. Starks was a fissy hit on after Cage kicks out, but there, Cage tipped offensive man back in his favor. He sidesteps, Starks stalks him, waiting for him to get back. Get up, he blasts him with a disc lariat, go for the cover, but Powerhouse Ospreay hits the ring to break out the pin attempt. Now Cage go for the top rope, but Hook runs in, blows him with a low blow. Starks bleeding from the pulls Cage off the top rope, his finisher, Rochambeau. He gets a pinfall victory, all outside help by being a blame mess, retains the FTW title in the Village Street Fight main event. Then we got Hubs and Hook who join the Blaze Starks in the ring to help him celebrate. Taz throwing down headset and contract hands down and join them in the big celebration. They head up to the ramp and join Taz in and celebrate as Kane showing recovery in the ring. That's how the weekly show goes off the air. Thanks for joining us. Ricky Starks still the champion, and thank you for Rampage. I'll see you next Sunday because we'll be having a special Saturday Night Dynamite for the next 2 weeks. So all my reviews will be uploaded on Sunday. So understood. Thank you.